Wow, what a game for me to miss on my mom's birthday. I saved you a piece of cake in the fridge. You okay over there?
This team is not good for my blood pressure medication. Before you fly off the handle, Johnny, take a deep breath. Ha, 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 ha. Does someone somewhere have a voodoo doll collection of this roster? As always, not helping. I guess the season's over.
So, sit in silence?
That was the plan.
Why does it say placed on waivers?
Nothing said. I have to talk about dumb moves and a pet's front office.
What the hell did I just watch?
Do I really need to be here for this at this point?
I'm not having flashbacks to Game 4 against the Canucks last spring.
At this point, Johnny, you can just splice together old intros.
Cutie intro.
Let dancing take you home.
Everybody's hands go up, way up, as the Nashville Predators defeat the Ottawa Senators by a final score of 5-3 Thursday night inside Bridgestone Arena. On the back of a Steven Stamkos hat trick, his second of the season, 3 assists by the Factor Ryan O'Reilly, and 2 assists by Luke Evangelista, the Preds come all the way back, down 3-0 halfway through the game, to make it a very special night as we celebrate the captain. Preds Nation, this will be a shortened fan reaction video than you're used to, but I know you will understand that and sympathize with me because I was helping celebrate my mom's birthday. I was tracking this game on my phone now, and though I wasn't watching it like all of you were, I was going through the same roller coaster of emotions with every notification. It just would have been nicer if this game had gone along a lot more smoothly, considering that this was Roman Yossi's 1,000th game. Roman Yossi, the first Preds player to play every game from Game 1 to Game 1,000 in a Predators uniform. The Preds finding themselves down 2-0 in the first period. Doesn't surprise me. This team loves to play from behind, it seems. This is now Game 50, with the Preds not having recorded a shutout in a single game this season. With Columbus shutting out the Dallas Stars tonight, the Preds are now one of 5 teams remaining in the NHL who haven't recorded a shutout. And of the 2 goals the Preds gave up in the first period, they found themselves down 2-0 after the first. Of one of those 2 goals, Stephen Halliday scored his first career NHL goal. And as we saw against Buffalo not even 2 days ago, the Preds love to grant rookies their dreams of letting them score their first goal against them when they're playing the Preds. In the second period, when Dylan Cousins scored just over halfway through the second period, halfway through the game, I thought, good Preds, let me down again just like you did against Buffalo. I wasn't overly excited when Steven Stamkos scored with under 90 seconds left to go in the second period. We all watched Tuesday's failed comeback against Buffalo. When Steven Stamkos scored late in the second period, I was fully expecting the Preds to just get our hopes up slightly, make it a game in the third period, and maybe lose 3-2 with an empty net, or maybe 4-2. How was I to know that Ottawa would have a total meltdown in the third period? Just about 8.5 into the third period, Jonathan Marchessault gets on the board. He recently came back from injury, and I'm like, nope. I'm not getting my hopes up. This team is still trailing after digging themselves a big hole. I'm not falling for it. I'm thinking Ottawa's somehow going to figure this out and going to pull this out. And side note, it has come out since I started recording this video tonight. I saw on social media that in the locker room after the game, Jonathan Marchessault appears to still be hurt, but he's pushing through whatever is hampering him. But a minute 40 after Jonathan Marchessault scored, Tim Stützle is in the box for cross-checking Steven Stamkos, and the Preds go to the power play. And on the power play, for some reason, the Sens allow the Preds to have the entire front of James Reimer's net. And Ryan O'Reilly is like, okay, thank you. Let me have that passing lane wide open. He passes it across to Steven Stamkos, who one times at home, his second of the game, and the Preds have come all the way back to tie this game at 3. And in that moment, I'm thinking, do I believe in this team again? Game is inching closer and closer to overtime. I'm thinking, well, maybe they could get a point and still let me down by losing in overtime or a shootout. And with under a minute 20 left to go in regulation, Ryan O'Reilly goes for the loose puck behind the Sens net, and he's able to skate out a little bit, throw it into the blue paint of James Reimer's crease, and with 3 Sens players seemingly surrounding him, they don't play defense, and I say thank you for that, because Steven Stamkos is right there to bang home the loose puck, his 3rd of the game, his 2nd hat trick of the season, his 24th goal of the season, his 606th of his career, moving him within 2 goals of Dino Ciccarelli for 20th all-time in NHL goal scoring. But most importantly, the Preds have their first lead of the game late. And finally, for good measure, all of us can take a collective sigh of relief and bring down our blood pressure and our heart rate as Cole Smith would add the insurance marker into the empty net, and the Preds come all the way back down 3-0 to win 5-3. I'm a 43-year-old man, about to turn 44 a week from Friday. There is no way that watching Preds hockey is good for my heart at this age, but I still do it. The Preds may have lost 2 games in a row for the first time in 2 months on Tuesday, but you know what they haven't done? They haven't lost 3 games in a row in that 2-month span. Can they take it easy next game and score first, please? As for that next game, which is supposed to be Saturday afternoon against Utah, well, at this point, we don't know for sure if that game is actually going to be played. I'm in Vancouver, but there's supposed to be a winter storm rolling into Metro Nashville this coming weekend. I guess the Preds and Utah Mammoth and the NHL are waiting until the last possible moment to see if they can get the game in or if they're going to have to postpone it. I went ahead today and looked at the future schedules of the Preds and the Utah Mammoth, and if they have to, they can easily play this game on March 31st because the Preds and the Mammoth have a wide open calendar where neither team will be busy with another game. Nothing more than 2 games in a row, so they can easily play it on that day. So if this game on Saturday is postponed, if they don't announce it right away, expect it to be rescheduled for March 31st. Regardless if the Saturday game is postponed or not, I will talk to you guys as always after the next Preds game. Until then, with the weather wreaking havoc as it appears to be this weekend, I wish every local Preds fan in Metro Nashville to be safe. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. You can find my social media and interact with me during every Preds game by clicking on a channel name. I will interact with every fan, much less Preds fans, as long as you're respectful about it. Tell all your friends about redemption. Everyone deserves a chance at redemption, just like this team proved that it wasn't done after being down 3-0. Don't miss a chance to witness redemption.